Yo, yo, what's up, everyone?
Good evening, everybody. Hopefully, everyone had a good week. I am fighting a cold, so forgive my voice.
Oh man, I had like a asthma attack or something earlier this week. I couldn't go to sleep. I couldn't. I used to have like really bad bronchitis when I was a kid, and I haven't had to deal with it in a long time. But I used to be like on COPD meds when I was a kid. That's how bad it
Oh,
was.
geez.
Like the powder inhaler, like 60-year-old like smokers have to use.
Yeah, I got sick last Wednesday. I thought I was feeling good this Tuesday, but then I woke up yesterday morning and had no voice. So, fighting something.
Yeah, I think it's allergies. So I took a bunch. I've been taking I wasn't taking my allergy stuff. It's allergy season again here in the Kentucky region. So like the pollen just gets crazy and it lays you out sometimes beginning of the season. So I've been on that for a couple days and I haven't had it come back. So I think that's what it was. Something got stirred up, and I probably should get an inhaler because I would have had a lot easier time going to sleep once I got to breathe. But I had to take some antihistamines and wait like an hour and a half, and then I could finally like breathe slow enough to sleep. That
Mhm.
sucks. I don't know if you've ever had to deal with that. It's like walking pneumonia. You're breathing so fast you
Oh,
can't even sleep.
yeah.
Shallow. Oof, sucks.
I got to get one of those. I remember as a kid, they had these sticks you just stick up your nose. It was like menthol.
Oh, those are
It's
yeah.
Those are, that's what I need
You can
sometimes.
get those at like head shops. Don't they just sell those as like smelling salts? But they're not menthol. They're like the smelling salt ones, like for
Yeah,
things being
smelling
knocked out.
salts. Yeah, I've seen videos. Those are pretty. It's just ammonia, really.
Yeah, it is just ammonia, but it takes you right back out of like a stupor. Not that it should. You should
Well, I know
probably
like bodybuilders and like strongmen before they go lift 1,000 pounds, they take a big old whiff of
the Vic
to get
stick.
that blood pumping.
Oh, they
Big
are.
stick, there, purple. Yep.
Yeah, you can buy them. It's still. It's one of those things where you're like, should they be able to sell that over the counter? That seems like it's
Right.
like one of those things where this could be abused. Like people, it's kind of like you know.
It's like remember that guy
Oh, nice.
Booger from Better Off Dead?
We
He
got some
kept you snorting everything.
we got some hate mail. I'm gonna show it. Athar Alley says it's idiots yapping. Welcome, Alley. This is trivia before the movies.
Yeah.
If you're new here, we might be idiots, but we're happy to have you.
Just
So we'll see who the
shooting the
real
breeze.
idiot is. How many trivia questions you get right, big man? Let's
We're just shooting the breeze, guy.
yeah. Put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where your mouth is. All you gotta do is type the number when the questions come on the screen. Type the number in the chat. King says dangerous idiots. I'll agree with that. We are dangerous idiots.
Yeah.
Monkeys behind the computer. So,
All right.
hamsters on the wheel. What did Stephen King say about Pet Cemetery? It's an overflow book question. Later made into multiple movies. That it was the hardest to adapt to the screen. That it was the scariest book. That his editor was too scared to finish reviewing it, or that he was surprised by its success. Cat says dangerously cool idiots. So just type the number in the chat to get your answer in. And earlier is better. There is a slight delay.
Yep.
You know what's funny, Uncle Pete?
What's that?
Since everybody hates reading books so much, apparently last week was one of our best performing episodes on the analytics since last
Oh,
year. So
more book questions, it means. More. We're going to have to branch out with the horror questions.
please talk the way in which we could understand. I don't know how it could be any more clear,
Yeah.
Mr. Campus.
Is it the accent or what?
Maybe the problems between the ears. It was the scariest book.
Yep.
That's what Stephen King said about
I
it.
think it was like because dealing with the loss of a child and everything really like messed him up writing that stuff.
It is a pretty screwed up book, and they really did a good job adapting it to the screen.
That one part of the movie where after he just falls to the ground screaming in slow motion is just heart wrenching.
It's got some scene. That's a movie that sticks with you. You watch that original one. And
the Achilles tendon slash still gives me
so many horrible scenes.
What's not horrible is the movie Super. In that movie, where does Frank work at before becoming the Crimson Bolt? You work at a pet shop, a diner, comic book store, or an auto repair shop? Okay, if I'm talking too fast, in the movie Super, where does Frank work at before he becomes the Crimson Bolt? Does he work at a pet shop, a diner, comic book store like Uncle Pete, or an auto repair shop? Very
Man,
good movie.
so much fast. Well, everybody's answering so much fast, so I'm proud of you all tonight.
Good old Rainn Wilson, Elliot
Oh
Page,
yeah, Rainn Wilson is in this.
James Gunn. It's a good flick. Shut up, crime. Good movie. But what was the answer?
Stick around, Ali. You'll figure it out. A few weeks, you'll get it down.
Ooh,
Diner.
worked at a diner.
Got him.
At the end of the movie, it was in a comic book store, but prior to becoming the Crimson Bolt, before he works at a diner.
You had it on there before he was a Crimson Bolt. He was just at the diner. I wish I had an auto repair shop. I need a nice big toolbox for all my car tools.
If somebody remembers him holding a wrench, it could be an auto repair shop.
There is a scene with a wrench. Next question. What is the Greek term for the transformation into a werewolf? Is it theopnosis? Is it lycanthropy? Is it hexis? Or is it canistro? What is the Greek term for a transformation into a werewolf? A little bit of a read. I think this is a book question I cut from last week. So sorry, you get the leftovers when we have too many questions. King, I'd love to use your toolbox. I hope it's big enough. 3 or 4 inches sound all right?
I'm glad you read this question because I don't know if I could get that first one.
Theopneustos. I don't think I said it right either. Yeah, I'm obviously part Greek. You can tell by the red hair.
That's what MJ and I had for dinner tonight.
Ooh, that sounds good.
We got some good gyro plates with some basmati rice, feta.
Yeah, that's good
good
stuff.
Hummus.
Get some lamb. What was your protein? Lamb? Yeah, that's good stuff.
It was good stuff. It was one of our favorite places.
It's hard to go wrong with Greek. You can do seafood or you can do surf or turf if Greek's great.
Yep.
Lycanthropy is the transformation into a werewolf. Lycans, if you're an Underworld fan, the wolf people. Come on. It's just that easy. It's not.
We haven't got another Underworld movie.
They're
pretty good.
They're gonna give another. They can't leave that money on the table. They're already rebooting Resident Evil.
Oh, franchise.
Christ. I don't see how you can do it without Mila Jovovich, but they're gonna do it.
So on to the next question. This movie is based on the real life crime spree of John List. Was it The Stepfather, The Second Family Slaughters, Daddy's Home, or A Family to Kill? This movie, John List, obviously he did a crime spree, and this movie was based on him. Stepfather, Second Family Slaughters, Daddy's Home, or A Family to Kill.
John List also made it to every single FBI's Most Wanted show, and I think Unsolved Mysteries too. Dude was everywhere. Dude pulled off the ultimate heist until he got caught. It was pretty impressive.
Original was really good. Remake I did not care for.
I don't think I've seen the remake.
Yeah,
maybe they'll remake it again.
I'm sure they will.
Maybe they'll make it an Amityville movie.
I didn't even realize they remade Mother's Day.
Triggered.
But there was a remake to Mother's Day. I totally forgot.
Oh, that just never needed to ever exist. Ugh.
I have a hard enough time with the first one.
Yeah. That's got to be the worst trauma film, and it's not for the production quality. It's just the content of the movie. It's just so. Ugh.
It was The Stepfather, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, most of you got that one.
Stepfather. Let's see, and we'll tell you your movies here after the next question tonight. We got 2 of them. Very cool movies.
The remake starring that guy from Nip Tuck.
Oh yes, it does. Yep. I can see the movie,
and it's got Johnny Depp's ex, Amber.
Yep. Deep cut. What horror director has not directed an episode of Masters of Horror? Was it Wes Craven, Stuart Gordon, John Carpenter, or Dario Argento? A series that would be awesome if it came back.
Very short-lived, I'd say. It was
I guess it's not technically an anthology, but every story was different in a season, right?
Yeah. It was almost back in the 90s with Tales from the Crypt episodes.
Was it on HBO or was it on Showtime? Which one was?
I think it was Showtime. So remember, it used to come on after Dexter or something.
Man, you got your money's worth on the paid cable channels back in the day.
Yeah.
They actually made content other than skin flicks.
I don't even think they show movies anymore.
Probably not.
Everything's a streaming service.
Probably not. I would not be surprised.
But I think most of you guys got this one. A little bit spread out.
So, yeah. Very nice. Very
That's
nice.
Wes Craven.
All right.
And I think Stuart Gordon, John Carpenter, and Dario all directed like multiple.
They did. They did. And you know what we have tonight is multiple movies. And your first movie is going to be coming up at the top of the hour. So 16 minutes from now, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. It's called Halloween Candy. And it's the latest from Terror Films. And the cast and crew are going to be present for a live chat during the premiere. So everybody be on their best behavior. And the synopsis is: spending her first Halloween alone, a recently divorced writer searches for inspiration from trick-or-treaters who come to her door. The night becomes a true nightmare when one surprise visitor makes this a Halloween she will never forget. Ooh, sinister. What's the second movie, Uncle Pete?
Yep, and then after that, around 7:30 p.m. Eastern, Ravenstein.
10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific.
Sorry
you
about that.
Pacific bastard, you magnificent Pacific bastard.
So Ravenstein, when best friends David and Marky stumble upon an abandoned work site, their curiosity leads them into a nightmare with what begins as a thrilling urban exploration turns into a desperate fight for survival as they're stalked by a terrifying bird-like killer. Ravenstein.
That's a great name.
That sounds like a Sharknado movie. That looks like it's going to be fun.
P-Nerps is asking GMT. I don't know what the conversion is. I know Eastern is UTC -5. I think GMT is somewhere close to that, right? Because P-Nerps, you're like 6 hours ahead, 5 hours ahead. And then also important to note is that we're going to be celebrating 10 years of Kings of Horror next Saturday. So we got a big celebration plan for that. More details are going to come on Monday. So cool. 10 years, a decade of free movies on YouTube, legally licensed. So you do not want to miss that. And with that, we will continue with question 6 once the timer runs down. So we got all kinds of fun stuff planned. Let's just say clear your schedule because you might want to watch a few movies with us. Like a lot of movies. That's all I can tell you.
And that's cool for that first movie. The cast and crew going to be in the chat. So if you got questions, like what you're seeing, you got that's a blast.
It is fun because they always give it's kind of like behind the music of VH1. They'll share details about what the hardest scenes of the film were, or what was a disastrous, it took 15 takes, or they had to fix it in post. It's really cool stuff. So be sure to ask some questions. They're happy to answer.
It's also some cool stuff is the movie The Town That Dreaded Sundown. But what musical instrument does the killer use on one of his victims? Oh, yeah. Is it a violin, a tuba, a trombone, or a guitar? Actually, really underrated movie.
Is this the second movie where somebody gets killed with a musical instrument outside of, what is it, Slumber Camp or Sleep? Well, I butchered the title. Sleepover Massacre Party 2? Sleepover Party Massacre 2. God. So many words in that.
Slumber Party, man.
Slumber Party, not Sleepover Party. Jesus. Sorry.
Okay, Town and Dreaded Sundown. What musical instrument? What did you guys? How did you guys do on that one? I see some pretty answers are. I don't know.
Too much caffeine today. I'm sorry, my brain's melting.
Yep.
I got another coffee from the coffee shop on the way over.
Yep. B-Rad and Jason. Trombone. Yeah, he stuck the knife at the end of the trombone and he was sliding in and out to the girl by the tree.
I could see that. I mean, you could definitely stab somebody with a violin bow too, though, or stab somebody with the bottom. I'm thinking of cello. Cello's got the little, stabby part at the bottom where they rest the instrument on the ground. So there was Cat says there's an actual killer who used a trombone. What movie was that, or is that like a real crime? That sounds horrifying. I feel like a French horn would make a good blunt instrument because you can get a good hand on it and really swing it, and it's compact, but it's got lots of edges to really bash a skull in. Allegedly. Whoa, we're missing an answer here. That's fun. That should make it easier for you. In body parts, Bill Cruikshank receives a transplant after a car accident. What type of body part does he receive? Is it a hand, an eye, an arm, or a member? Cat says it's a real crime. That's horrifying.
Did block number 4 because it was you're not allowed to say nipple?
No, I bet it was. This is what I get for like loading the questions at 10 a.m. I
Right.
bet it just got stripped out of the Excel file when I
Yeah.
imported it. Sometimes
Number 4 was
nipple.
nipple. Well, did he get a
Well,
hand and eye?
answer number 4 if you want to answer nipple, but it's not going to count for anything.
B-Rad is our hero.
B-Rad took the fall. Nipple man. Need a good nipple man in the crew. Where's Andy? Is everybody see? Is Andy? I saw him in the chat last weekend. But has he been doing all right? I know he was sick. It's arm. You had a 33% chance of answering this correctly, people.
Yep.
But only 58% of you got it right.
We're gonna see a transplanted nipple and none for you part 2.
Jason, yeah, 33.3333333. We don't have very many 3 answer question trivia. But it's good to see that it fills out the space regardless. So
yeah, it automatically matched it for everybody.
Okay, good. Good, Cat Guy. We haven't seen him. He hasn't been making the trivia in a while. He's got to win.
Oh, is it me? I'm sorry. What twist is revealed at the end of the movie Fallen? Was the entire movie just a nightmare? Azazel finds a host through a cat. Azazel, guess what? He can't be killed. Or can he be in multiple hosts at the same time? What is that movie Fallen? Denzel Washington, John Goodman.
I don't think I've seen this.
The guy that played Casey Jones.
Got John Goodman in it? How old is this?
So yeah. What's the twist at the end? Was there the whole movie a nightmare?
Azazel core.
Yeah. Azazel go through a cat, or he can't be killed, or can he be in multiple places?
It's a good name for a demon. I'm assuming it's a demon or a
yeah.
Yeah. That's a good name for a demon. Is that a real demon name?
I think so, yeah.
If you haven't seen Fallen,
it's you should check it out. It's a good one of the better movies to come out of the 90s.
Oh, was it from the 90s? I don't think I've seen it. Maybe I've seen it like on TV, but I haven't like watched it.
Denzel Washington.
Huh.
Most of you guys got that one. Azazel, he finds a new host through a cat. Little kitty cat in the forest. And I actually give away the ending at the beginning of the movie.
What JB are you talking about, P-Nerps? Joe Bob? That's the only JB I can think of for horror. JB Graves, our good friend JB, who sometimes joins us for his commentary.
JB Whiskey.
JB Whiskey, James Bean, yeah. Freddie says he's got it on Blu-ray. The 90s were weird, yeah. Well, it was a great decade. I'd be okay going back to the 90s for 5 or 10 more years. That'd be fine with me. Like 1998, I'll take it. What is on my side, Joseph? Yep. What is stated at the end of the film, The Entity? That the entity was revealed to be a hallucination? That the entity continued to attack Carla even after she moved away? The entity was destroyed, or the entity moved on to another victim? Say that 5 times fast. Entity.
Yep.
Titty. Titty. Nipples. Comes back to nipples.
Another movie that was used to be hard to get a hold of for its controversial nature in the day.
I have seen this one.
Yep.
I'll have to look up The Fallen. That's I don't know how I missed that. John Goodman and Denzel Washington. I thought I'd seen just about every John Goodman project. Does play good horror and thriller movies, though. I mean, I love the stuff in Cloverfield.
He's a good actor.
Love him. Big Lebowski, Cloverfield. Righteous Gemstones is a great show if you haven't seen it. Fantastic.
Raising Arizona.
You
guys all got that one.
What is he? He's what's the one Transformer that's the soldier?
Oh, Hound.
Yeah, I know that Transformer movie sucked, but he was the voice of that guy. I thought that was pretty good.
I think it was Hound.
That was pretty much the only highlight of that Transformers movie was John Goodman's voice. So
yeah, the rest of those movies are. Oof.
Demon moves to other bodies film. So you're talking about my life, King? What you don't know is whoever wins the tournament of champions, I'm taking your body over. So I've got to send an email out there, buddy. It is March Madness.
And wrapping up with question number 10. Who is the ultimate 80s horror movie actor / director / stuntman who also happens to do makeup? Is it Tom Savini, Kevin Yeager, Greg Nicotero, or Dick Smith?
Or bonus,
Dick ultimate Warlock. 80s horror movie. He's an actor, director, and a stuntman. Guess what? Makeup.
A Renaissance man.
Tom Savini, Kevin Yeager, Mr. Greg Nicotero, or Senor Dick Smith.
A Dick Smith. It's a Dick Smith.
Or Will Smith. Same
Keep-
as Dick Smith.
Keep my actors' names out of your mouth. This one should be easy. However, I could see you mixing up like Greg Nicotero and Tom Savini, because they both have worked on a lot of projects together.
B-Rad's our hero again, going with Dick Smith.
B-Rad fell on the dick for us. Jumped on the dick for us. Oh, man. Nothing like a little sophomore.
I think the winner's got 9.
I think 7. Everybody missed that one question. There was a couple of 50% or lessers, so 7 or 8 tops. I don't think 9.
Yeah, I think I'll stick with 9, but most likely 8. But we'll see.
We'll see. This is my favorite gamble. I love to guess how many answers the person has. Oh, it's 8. Am I reading that right? Is it Jason with 8? 8
Jason,
and 9.
yeah.
No, it's 9. You're right, Uncle Pete.
Is it 9? All right, Jason. Thanks for proving me right, buddy.
I have it like postage stamp sized on the like the screen control, so it's hard to see 8 and 9 on this. And
Jason is a contender.
I mean, we have a lot of our winners, but Crow has a good show in there. Crow, you keep bubbling up here at the top. You're gonna break through one of these weeks. So let's see here. Joseph and Jason. Jason's got the win tonight. Let's go ahead and put that in the record.
Jason was the overall winner from last season.
He was, but you had to retire. So
Asterisk.
But Jason has 2 wins now this year.
Yep.
Sunday still has 3. She's currently the champion in 2025 until you win the tournament. There isn't a true champ. There's a regular season championship and there's a tournament championship, and we're working on the tournament. So I've got the questions. I just got to send you all the damn emails, and we got to line up a time that works for everybody's time zones to record it. So
where'd our friend go?
I don't know. So you're moving too fast for him. Hopefully he enjoys. He got the movies to go back and figure it out. P-Nerps. Which J? Did I miss? Did you explain which JB? And thanks for the donation, as always, P-Nerps, keeping us alive here,
awesome.
Keeping the lights on at YouTube for us. Are you talking about our Jason Bovee? Our winner? Who's JB?
I think she's saying well done, JB.
Well done, JB. Okay, so you're talking about our JB. All right.
I'm guessing.
Okay. Cat, eventually you'll break to the top.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, well done, Jason Bovee.
Very nice, very nice. Your kids and all your LOLs and your LMFAOs and your
Perp is over across the pond, so it's got that UK slang.
She's cutting edge. They get the memes 6 hours before us, and we have to import them. She's a day ahead. So, but yes, well played, everybody. Good showing tonight. Love having the numbers we've had. We hope that playing trivia before the movies has been fun.
Yeah. Good time for everybody. I think everybody's mostly happy with the time now.
Yeah. I mean, the polls. We ask polls. We do run the community polls, so be sure to vote in those. It helps us steer what we want to do stuff time slot wise. LMFAOs, all that good stuff. ROF, rolling on the floor, laughing out loud.
ROTFL.
Yes, man, I am. Telling you.
Some synapses.
Somebody just put one between my eyes. That's the sun to pick me out of the pasture. New trivia. We play every Friday, Crow. Every Friday, 8:30 Eastern. If we're doing trivia night, which is theme night, is once a month. There's more questions than that, so we usually bump the start back to 8:15. But we'll announce that it's scheduled. Just look. We already have the future ones scheduled, so just subscribe to the channel and sign up for notifications, and you should get an alert.
Yep.
And remember, we got 2 movies tonight. It's going to be Terror Films premiere of Halloween Candy. The cast and crew are going to be live in the chat answering questions. And we're going to be celebrating 10 years of Kings of Horror next Saturday. We're going to send some more details this week. Poltergeist trivia Joseph's asking for. Don't worry, that's next month. We did book month. April is Poltergeist.
It is Poltergeist month.
I'm sorry, Supernatural, but not the Winchesters, unless we throw a Winchesters question in there. I think
just to make fun of them.
Thanks P-Nerps for staying up with us. And then Ravenstein After Halloween Candy.
And that's the one I'm going to check out. Ravenstein.
The
That's just
Killer
this
Bird.
season.
If UK pulls off the first round win, I'm gonna maybe have a beer or 12 and watch the movies. So I know B-Rad and I, we're gonna be watching the last 8 minutes here nervously, and then we'll maybe get to celebrate for 36 hours. So with that, you all have a wonderful Friday. I hope to see you in the chat, and we will see you all next week. And I will remember to switch you to the winners pick.